Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We are going to start the session. Dear authors and invited guests, welcome to the technical session 8A. Myself, Aarti Mohan, and this session would be moderated by me. On behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation and GR Scholastic LLP, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the 10th International Congress on Information and Communication Technology, ICICT 2025, London, UK. The 10th edition of the conference is being organized in a hybrid mode. The physical event was held in London, and the virtual event is being held through Zoom from 19 to 21st February 2025. I hope you all would be enjoying this knowledgeable and interactive session through the day. In this session, we have 6 presentations. Each presenter would be given 12 minutes for the presentation and 3 minutes for the question and answer session round. On 10 minutes, I'll raise a gentle reminder. There's another request to all the participants that you all stay connected with us till the closing remarks. If you have any query or update, you can write it to me in the chat box. Just before we get started with our session, I would like to introduce you all to the chair for this session, Professor Debraj Chatterjee.
Yeah, hi.
He is currently working as an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Techno International, New Town, Kolkata, West Bengal, India. He has 2 copyrights and 5 patents. His main research interests include computer vision, deep learning, and software engineering. It's a pleasure to have you on board with us, sir.
Yeah, hi. It's a great day. Nice to meet you all. So let's go on and move on for the different type of topics that I will see right now. Okay. Have a great
Sure,
day
sir.
to all.
Yeah, I would request you to deliver an opening remark to all our participants just before we get started with our presentation further. So,
Yeah.
yeah, sir,
Can
I
you hear
would,
me?
yeah, I can hear you now. Could you please
Okay.
deliver an opening remark to all our participants?
Yeah. All the best for all the participants. I have seen your papers. Those are quite good enough. I hope to go for all those papers one by one, and I'll check that what are the details in it. All the best to everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to start with the papers. First paper, the paper title is Advancement in Chronic Kidney Disease Prediction, a comprehensive review of ML techniques and integrated methodologies. Dear presenter, could you please start with your presentation?
Yes, madam. Just hello, madam. Is it visible?
Uh, no, the presentation is not yet shared. Yes, sir, it's visible. You may please start with your presentation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. Namaste and very good morning to all the distinguished participants joining from different parts of the world. It's an honor to present an ICICT 2025 and I sincerely thank the organizers for this opportunity. I appreciate everyone's presence and enthusiasm in attending these sessions virtually. I am J.R. Harshavardhan, working as Associate Professor, Department of CSE, KS School of Engineering and Management, Bengaluru, and I'm also a research scholar at VTU Belgaum. And also, my co-authors are Dr. Anjan Kumar and Dr. Prasanna Kumar. Both are associate professors from the Department of Computer Science, RNSIT. And my research area focuses on intersection of artificial intelligence and healthcare, specifically leveraging machine learning for early disease prediction and diagnosis. Today, I present the finding of our review paper, which explores recent advancements in chronic kidney disease called a CKD prediction using machine learning techniques and integrated methodologies. CKD is often called a silent killer, affecting more than 850 million people globally. Despite the advancement in medicine, a vast majority of CKD cases go undiagnosed until the later stages, leading to severe complications. But what if we could detect CKD earlier, more accurately and efficiently using AI-driven models with the help of machine learning models? So this is exactly what our review paper aims to address. By analyzing the cutting-edge machine learning, we explore how AI is transforming early CKD detection, enhancing diagnostic accuracy, and paving the way for improved patient care. The goal of our review paper is to provide a comprehensive analysis of machine learning techniques used for CKD prediction. We examine various methodologies from traditional machine learning models like SVM, that is called as support vector machines, and random forest to advanced deep learning techniques like CNNs. Our work also proposes a methodology that integrates structured clinical data with unstructured medical images for improved prediction accuracy. In this presentation, we will follow the structured approach, understanding CKD and its challenge, why early diagnosis is crucial, survey of machine learning techniques, key machine learning models, and their performance in CKD detection, proposed integrated methodology combining clinical data, imaging, and AI models for better accuracy. Fourth, challenges and limitations, data quality, interpretability, and real-world implementation. And fifth one is the future directions, how AI can be further optimized for CKD predictions. And with this is my first presentation in an international conference or any conference. Just I would seek your support to improve myself. So this is the first slide. And this is the abstract. And as we gave a very small brief introduction, CKD is a major global health issue. It needs to be diagnosed at an early stage and managed very effectively to prevent renal failures, because it may lead to a catastrophic thing there where humans may lose their life without a proper caring and early detection. So this review explores machine learning techniques for CKD predictions and classifications. And key contributions are proposed system integrates diverse data sources using CNNs and these methods over there. Novel methodology for integrating patient data. These are the key contributions. Analysis of traditional and deep learning models, a discussion of challenges and future research direction. These are some of the abstract keywords that has been given. So let us have a small idea of an kidney. Kidney plays a vital role in homeostasis and waste removal. So homeostasis is a process by which the body maintains a balance of its internal environment. Various kidney disorders impact the functionality, certainly yes. Machine learning enhances early detection and diagnosis of kidney disease. This is the required, and this is required for the moment, as it's going to save millions and millions of people. And we Indians are at the highest risk of this CKD, because we are the country that most probably depicted us in highest number of diabetic patients in the world. So it's really required for the healthcare. So this becomes a supporting systems, and this may help in reducing or not or maybe reducing and early detections of CKD. So kidney basic functions, it's a filtering of the blood and remove waste, regulate electrolytes and blood pressure, produce essential hormones, and the importance is maintain overall physiological balance, which physiological, term physiological stands for your eyes, muscles, nose, and other things over there. So this is really required for the proper functioning of human body there. If anything, the kidney goes wrong, I think we'll be in a trouble there. So common kidney disorders that I would like to mention is AKI, and it stands for acute kidney injury, and also kidney stones, which are deposits of minerals and some sort of salts, and that get mixed in your urines. That's concentrated urines. And PKD and CKD, that PKD stands for polycystic kidney disease, and CKD, it stands for chronic kidney disease. And this is where our entire paper concentrates on, because this is a silent killer, as has been said earlier. So if it is not detected, most probably the fourth stage or somewhere, this particular CKD will be detected. So prior to that, if you can detect, then there is a chances of saving their life. So this is our overall objective of the paper. So let us see how machine learning is used in CKD diagnosis. We require a data source and machine learning techniques used. So data sources, as usual, we require medical records, lab results, imaging data, because in this particular paper, we are trying to integrate both text data, that is CSV, as well as image data. Earlier, what we could see in the survey, only CSV data or text data were available for this CKD diagnosis and prediction. But in our paper, we are trying to incorporate or integrate both CSV data as well as the image data. And the machine learning techniques used are CNN and ensembles methods for feature integration and SVM. So all this will support for computer visions and also for image recognition. So this is really essential for our paper. And both are really helpful for us. And this is a summary of the literature survey of some conferences papers. Some has claimed 100%, may not be true because everything has got a limitations. So for example, in the paper one, my accuracy level, it has been shown by a particular author as 98.5%, but it has got a limited data set diversity. So by exploring all this, we can look at this, where the various techniques that have been used, and all of them will cover only the CSV data or the text data. And this is what the literature survey is all about. And I also mentioned the last column, the type of disease by a particular paper. Using what techniques they could find and how better the algorithms perform is enter concept here. But some people have claimed 100%, some authors rather, sorry for this people, some authors have registered 100% results in their accuracy. But maybe due to the limited data sets, they could achieve that one. So these are some of the gaps that we could identify in our literature survey. And this do talks of many types of diseases. It can diabetes, heart disease, CVD, that stands for cardiovascular diseases, Alzheimer's, and various chronic diseases, BP or hypertension. So this literature survey is covering lot types of diseases. And our paper is concentrating, or our research is concentrating on solely CKD integrating with text data as well as image data. And these are the various literature survey. And this is what we could gather and put it in the table format for the better understanding, where in the paper it has been given us the results accuracy is 100%, and most likely 100% may not be a true. With a due respect to the authors, I think this has to be thoroughly examined, in the sense the severely it has to be seen into, and extensive work has to be carried out, because nothing is achievable 100%. And these are the literature survey papers that we have gone through, and this is how it's been tabulated, and we could see, and we did identify some of the gaps that really has here. So when you go to this particular literature survey, we found that no image data were used. So we thought of using the image data along with the CSV, and we are in the process of doing it. So since this was a review paper, still extensive work is to be carried out. And this is a proposed methodology of our paper. We need to integrate our CSV data with image data, that is like CT scanning. And we need to use ML techniques to identify CKD at the early stage. So this is our proposed methodology. And objective is simple: improve CKD detection and classification accuracy. If misclassified happens, then there is a chances of patient misdiagnosed and wrong treatment will be given. So we need to improve CKD detection and classification accuracy. So we are planning an accuracy of over 90-95%. In coming days or coming papers, we would like to conduct experiments and do the things over there. So this in proposed methodology, as I said earlier, we are going to use both structured and unstructured. Structured data is a clinical data, there's a text data where we can get from the clinics or any of the websites which supports this one. And unstructured data, medical images, because every individual has got a image, in the sense a physical aspect which will differ in size and other things over that. So these things are unstructured, which are to be integrated. And let's see, and this is our architecture. The first step is the data collection, and second step is data pre-processing, and feature extraction is the third step. After feature extraction, we are going for the data integration. Then after data integration, we're going for the model training using machine learning. And finally, we are going to evaluate the model. And based on the evaluation, we are going to predict and classification. And finally, this can be or this will be deployed in the healthcare systems. So this is
Dear
what.
presenter, could you please conclude your research?
Yes, madam. So these are the things that this is a feature extraction, the techniques that we are going into. There's a data collection, data pre-processing, feature extraction, data integration, and this is model training. We are planning for KNN, SVM. I mean to say this is a KNN, that is K nearest neighbor. So SVM, random forest, logistic regression, deep learning, that we are going to use CNN. And these are the performance metrics. We should ensure accuracy, precision, recall, specificity, F-score. So all this will make us to deploy the system without any hassles or without any doubts. So these are the various data sets from where you could gather the information. And since we are also in planning of getting much more data sets. So conclusion, by this approach or by this methodology, ML technique significantly enhances security protection. Integration of structured data and unstructured data improves accuracy. Early detection aids in effective disease management and personalized treatment. So this is our conclusion. And this is the future scope where you can deal with the same concept using genomics and also deep learning for better accuracy, much more aspect than what we are currently doing there, addressing model interpretability, data privacy, and clinical integration. So data privacy is absolutely required, and enhancing security care through early detection and personalized treatment. So most probably each and every individual can have this system supporting system. And these are the references, the various references that we have incorporated, that we have gone through for identifying the gaps and for the gain of the knowledge. Thank you, one and all. And it's open for any questions or discussions so that I can put it in the chat box. I can clarify it later for you, if not possible now. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your presentation. So any questions?
Yeah, I have one question. Sir, how you are checking the classification accuracy?
Sir?
How you are checking the classification accuracy?
So this was a review paper. We are in the process of doing it, sir.
Okay. As it is a review paper, you have gone through different other papers. So what is the accuracy level? Have you checked that?
Sir, people have claimed 100%, 90% above, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Moving on to our next presentation. We have designing a digital twin for a mixed model stochastic assembly line for the reduction of cycle time. Dear presenter, could you please start with your presentation?
Okay, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, let me share screen. Can you confirm that you can see my screen?
Yes, your screen is visible. Could you please start with your presentation?
Okay, greetings everyone. As mentioned, the title of my study is Designing a Digital Twin for a Mixed Model Stochastic Assembly Line for the Reduction of Cycle Time. So these are my presentation table of contents. So the advent of the fourth industrial revolution has resulted in major changes in the manufacturing industry. These changes were made to improve productivity and product efficiency. One noticeable change is the shift from the traditional mass production to customized production, as some of the challenges in the manufacturing industry today include shorter lead times and high demands in product variety. There are two modes of operation that are used to address these challenges. We have make to stock, which is a mode that is suitable for high number of orders. And then we have make to order, which is a mode that is suitable for customized orders. So the manufacturing process in these modes is executed by assembly lines. We have three different types of assembly lines. We have the single model assembly lines. These are assembly lines whereby only a single product is manufactured at a time. And then we have multi-model assembly lines. These are assembly lines whereby different products are manufactured in batches. And then lastly, we have mixed model assembly lines. These are assembly lines whereby a variety of products can be manufactured at a time. So an assembly line can either have a deterministic task time or a stochastic task time. An assembly line with deterministic task time is an assembly line whereby the inputs are known or predictable, while the stochastic one is where you cannot predict the input and they vary throughout the production. So on this slide, I have some of the main assembly line balancing objectives. However, this study focuses only on cycle time reduction, cycle time being the amount of time it takes to convert the raw materials into a complete product, which then brings us to the research problem statement. This problem statement highlights or states that the shift from the make to stock to the make to order mode of operation can be attributed to one of the demands in the current market, which is product variety. And product variety can be achieved through mixed or multimodal assembly lines used with a stochastic task time. However, product variety accentuates the line balancing problem and therefore resulting in an increased cycle time. So the research question is, how can cycle time be reduced in a 4IR manufacturing setup? Which then brings us to the aim of this study, which was to develop a data-driven digital twin for a mixed model stochastic straight type assembly line to improve efficiency and thereby reduce the cycle time. So this study uses the case study of a water bottling plant at the Central University of Technology in South Africa. So this water bottling plant is made of 3 workstations for filling, capping, and packaging, respectively. However, this study will only focus on the first 2 as our focus is on cycle time, meaning we are omitting the 3rd workstation, which is the packaging station. So these are some of the methods that are currently available and used to reduce the cycle time. However, these methods have certain restrictions. As you can see, lean manufacturing systems struggle with a delayed response, and then heuristics are not ideal for large-scale problems. And then we have meta-heuristics, which uses heuristics as a benchmark, but you can also see that they also have a delayed response. And then lastly, we have digital shadows. Digital shadows have a response that is near real time, and they can solve large-scale problems. However, what they have in common with these other techniques is that they do not have the ability to take in real-time input, which then brings us to the proposed solution of this study, which is the digital twin. So a digital twin is a virtual system or model that is designed to represent a real-world system or a physical system. So in digital twins, the integration between the virtual model and the physical system is in real time. So as you can see that the digital shadows and digital twins are the 2 leading virtual systems in the smart manufacturing era. What is common in these models is that they are both designed with an aim to represent a real-world system in the virtual world. However, that's where their similarity ends, and what separates these models is that digital twin has the ability of digital twin to have a real-time integrations, make the data flow in digital twins to be bidirectional from the physical system to the virtual system, while in digital shadows, it is one way. So on this study, a digital shadow and a digital twin were developed or designed. However, even though they were designed and developed for the same water bottling plant, their programming, however, varies. So as you can see, for the digital shadow, you have some production pauses depending on the water level. This is because the digital shadow doesn't have the ability of having real-time input, while the digital twin, through live data from IoT sensors, it doesn't therefore need any production pauses, as the operator can do the refilling in the tank while production is ongoing. So these two models were designed or developed in these 5 steps. So step number 1 was to design the digital shadow, obviously, and then we calculate the cycle time using that formula. And then the second step was to now feed this digital shadow with live data from the IoT sensors, thereby converting it from a digital shadow to a digital twin, and therefore using that digital twin to also calculate the cycle time, and then finally compare the cycle times of these two models to showcase which model was able to reduce the cycle time efficiently. So this was the real-time data collection system that the digital twin will use. After identifying the sensors and the cloud, the sensors were then integrated into the actual water bottling plant, ready to feed the digital twin with live data. So here it's the final digital shadow model. So this model doesn't take real-time input. So what happens is that the inputs of the digital shadow are declared manually as variables on MATLAB and then processed to do the cycle time calculations. While here we have the final digital twin model, which has the ability to live stream from the cloud platform, which is ThinkSpeak, and therefore can do real-time cycle time calculations. So this just show our cloud data that it can be stored and also where this digital twin is live streaming from. And then we have the digital twin dashboard, which gives the operator a more simplified visualization. So here are the results of the two models when they were given the same set of customer orders. They're given the same set, like 5 sets in total, each set with 6 customers. So to ascertain the veracity of these models, the customer orders were in various orders like ascending, descending, and so forth. And you can see that a total of 778 bottles were produced, 389 being the 330 ml bottles, while the other half is being the 500 ml bottles. And you can see based on the cycle time calculations that in overall, the digital twin had a much lower or lesser cycle time as compared to the digital shadow. And here is just showing the comparison of these models per customer set. As you can see that the digital twin again like outperformed the digital shadow in all of these 5 customer sets. So in conclusion, these models both received the same customer orders to use as input to showcase which model can improve productivity and reduce the cycle time efficiently. So upon validation, the digital twin was able to reduce the cycle time by 19% on average in comparison with the digital shadow. So these tables just show the comparison of the digital shadow and the digital twin with the other models. As you can see, the digital shadow is much superior to the other models, but the ability of digital twins to take in real-time inputs make digital twins more of a more preferable solutions for cycle time reduction in the smart manufacturing era. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your presentation. So you have any questions?
No question from my end. No question.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Moving on to our next presentation. We have the paper title Stability in UAV Control Systems. Dear presenter, could you please start with your presentation? I repeat, the paper title Stability in UAV Control Systems. Dear presenter, could you please start with your presentation? Okay. Moving on to our next presentation, we have paper title Strengthening the Role of Cooperatives in Indonesia's Economy, Challenges, Opportunities, and Strategic Framework. Dear presenter, could you please start with your presentation?
Okay, thank you for your opportunity. Thank you for the time to present my work. Okay, please give me a share screen. Okay, I'll share my screen first. Okay, here my screen. Can you see it? Okay, give it a second. Okay. The presentation. Okay, share screen is okay. Okay, can you see it?
Yes, your screen is
Okay.
visible.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I will start my presentations. Okay, my title research is about the role of corporations in Indonesian economy in 2045, the challenges, opportunity, and strategic frameworks. So I am the authors, and I have another authors join today conference, Nurlina Anggraini, Dr. Nurlina Anggraini, Dr. Khairul Ismet, Dr. Ivan Lilian Suryono, and Dr. Zahira Megawatama. Okay, next. Okay, I already conclude my research already in abstract, but okay, let me explain. The cooperatives in the future play a crucial role in Indonesian economy, not just in the future, but before this time, they were supporting community-based in economic empowerment. Today, challenges include regulatory barriers, digital transformation issues, and market competitiveness with other industries, others economy industry. We use method smart PLS and analyzing how to strengthening the role of cooperatives that can be make in economy in supporting economy for the future in Indonesia. And we find that the research find that need for strong legislative support in terms to make strengthening the role of cooperative, the need of digital management transformations, and also enhance cooperative paradigms in the next future. So research recommendation is provided to strengthen cooperatives by doing step-by-step framework is a key component of Indonesian's economy in the future. Okay, I would like to explain about the background of our research. Is about today cooperatives in Indonesia have historically contributed to Indonesian economy development. Indonesian use cooperative before in farming, in farming economy, finding supporting for the people food. And today, in that time, I mean, village, we use a cooperative called village unit cooperative, and they were established to support farmers. And today, current challenges hinder cooperatives' growth, including outdated management. So the increasing of technology, the increasing of science, have hindered cooperatives growth. There was insufficient legal protection for now. So a new framework is needed to enhance competitiveness and operational efficiency. That was the background. Okay, now from the background, I use methodology as I explained before, PLS as a structural equation model, SAM, that was using smart PLS. So I took a sample from the University of Institute of Business and Informatics of Kosgoro in 1917 from their academic community. The sample taken from them, and then used to measure the X1, X2, X3, Y1, Y2. X1 is cooperative movements, such as work relationships, salary, collaborations, public interest. That was categorized. There was variable classification on cooperative movement. And also legislative regulation support, also a classification on a variable by indicator of legal vulnerabilities and digitalization's impact. And that was a variable of cooperative paradigm, and the indicators is economic recovery, integrations, and social services. And then we categorize Y1 variables, that was cooperative existence, including indicating by business opportunity, profit distribution, product diversification, and membership growth. And also classify Y2 is variable of success of cooperative services in the future. The indicator is social service position and political influence. So the indicator and a variable also already mapping, and that was from the mapping we draw a questionnaire, and from the questionnaire managed by we do method by PLS. So we use application of PLS. We are working with the questionnaire by transforming the CSV into the PLS. That was the system working on. So we have do testing for the validity and reliability, and we use the coefficient all the questionnaire by Cronbach alpha, and we find that all the questionnaire is above 75%. So that was, we believe that we are convinced ourselves that this questionnaire is good for doing research on PLS. So we find that using PLS method, we find that V value is positive below 0.5, and also x2 to x3, x3 to y2, y1, y1 to y2. So all the condition is according to the smart PLS method, it's positive and that was accepted. So that's, we figure out what to do, the framework to make cooperative success in the future in Indonesia. So to make we describe the success of cooperative in Indonesia in the future must be built from five framework. That was starting by cooperative movements, and the same time we do legislative regulation support, and also after the two things made it, we have to prepare cooperative paradigm. So we have to change the paradigm from now on to make cooperative existency. So from the cooperative existencies, then we can make belief of ourselves that we can get success of cooperation. So after we do method on PLS, and then we put it all variables in the position of in simulation, which one of mediation, and then finally we found that this research can describe the framework of how to make cooperatives to support in Indonesian economy in the future. So this is the framework. And what the find of what is the framework is, first is we need to provide, we need to make regulations a barrier. We need to make, we have to remove the regulation barrier. So under the challenges patients, the legal uncertainty in affecting funding and compliance, we have to do under regulatory legislation. In digitalization issue, also cooperatives need to struggle in the system, like technology. Today artificial intelligence must be in in cooperatives movement, something like that. We have to put it all the internet, all the science and technology in advanced way into the cooperative movement. And also in cooperative competitives, cooperative faces challenges in competing with other corporations. So we have here in Indonesia not familiar with cooperatives, but we are familiar with just like business cooperative and other side, not cooperatives. But today we find that if the government have an intention to make more attention on cooperative, then we can make this work. Okay, we also categorize factor who need to make cooperatives strengthening by technological advancements, as I said before, government support, and community-based model that was cooperatives allied with Indonesian social economy framework. We also need a strategic framework in strengthening cooperatives, such like regulatory reforms, legal frameworks to protect cooperatives, digital transformation, encouraging e-commerce and financial digitalization. Also do capacity building to providing training in human resources. And our conclusion is cooperative remain vital, but require attention, require reforms in sustainable impact. That if we can do today, if we suggest to the government do today, or Indonesian do what our research work today, hopefully that we can make a change for the cooperative in the future. In the legislative backing, we need to transform the legislative regulations by digital innovations, institutional strengthening, and all the things essential in make a regulation. So we have to integrate all the regulations to the advance in science and technology today. So this is a recommendation. By addressing this area, Indonesia can strengthen the cooperative in sector by drive sustainable economy development toward 2045. So need to policy reforms, implement law ensuring cooperative protection and market fairness, investment in digitalization, facilitate the adoption of digital management tools, public awareness, promote cooperative benefit to boost community involvement. In skill development, need more training and to the leaders, and not only human resources, but to the leaders and members for better management. Okay, thank you. This is my presentations. I hope I can answer your question. If I cannot answer your question, let me write next time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you so much for your presentation. Sir, any
Yes, sir.
questions?
Hello, sir. Good evening. Sir, I have a question
Yes.
that you have used here partial least square structural equation, right?
Yes. Yes.
So, is there any predictive or targeted outcomes that you have received?
Yes, that was predictive. We use explorative research. So
Okay.
we finally find the need to do cooperatives.
Okay. Okay. Got it, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your presentation. Moving on to our next presentation, we have the paper title, The Implementation of Intelligent Systems to Enhance Crisis Resilience in the Healthcare Sector, a comparative analysis with the balanced scorecard method. Dear presenter, could you please start with your presentation?
Yes, please. Can I share the presentation?
Yes, you may, please. Dear presenter, we would be taking up your presentation in the last, so we are moving on to the next presentation till the time. Sorry, you are on mute.
Sorry. Can you take another presentation when I try to
Yeah, yeah.
start, please.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Moving on to our next presentation, we have three-sided energy management strategy of a PV wind battery hybrid system with the electric vehicle collaboration. Dear presenter, could you please start with your presentation?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So hold on, I will share my. Can you see my presentation?
It's actually loading. Yeah, it's the presentation is visible. You may please start with your presentation.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Thank you. My name is Esma Shakir. I'm a PhD in electrical engineering. So today, on behalf of my co-author, Mohamed Tabba, we are from El Peri, MC Casablanca from Morocco. I will present our recent work under the title Three-Sided Energy Management Strategy of a PV Wind.
Olha, foi mal, então tenho a minha apresentação no
hybrid system
PowerPoint, não
with the
consegui
electric
partilhar.
vehicle
Achas normal?
collaboration.
Fiz aqui a partilha de tela, agora está a última a apresentar e eu vou ser a próxima se conseguir partilhar.
Can you hear me? Okay, someone is.
Eu fiz para partilhar aqui no Zoom e depois só me aparecia as janelas
Please,
que eu
can
não
you
queria.
turn off your mic?
Agora não posso partilhar porque está outra a
My
apresentar.
presentation will follow the next outline. I will go with renewable and electric vehicle system hybridization. Then
E abrir
I
já
will
o PowerPoint que eu
present
tenho
energy
aqui.
storage
se calhar.
management system.
Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. Hello, Krishna, ma'am.
Eu fechei a janela.
Hello, ma'am. Your mic is not mute. Kindly unmute.
Caraca, eu era assim, filha da puta, já estava aqui com as folhas à frente para começar a ler.
You can continue, ma'am.
Okay, so I will follow the next line. I will begin by renewable and electrical vehicle system hybridization. Then I will present our energy storage management, which is basically three algorithms. Findings and discussions will be presented at third position, and finally we can conclude with the conclusion and future works. Recently, we should note that the rapid urban growth influenced the electricity sector. In fact, there is an increase in electricity, and also to meet this demand, we need to use the fossil fuels and fossil fuels consumption considered as conventional sources. But this latter has a negative impact on the environment, climate, and also it's very harmful to it. So therefore, the wise solution is to use an alternative source. We found that combining the renewable energy sources and transport electrification could help us to let the situation under control. However, there is a major advantage of this source, which is the intermittency. So, but we can overcome this problem by the hybridization of complementary sources, which represent a relevant option to overcome the intermittency issues. So, different complementary sources have been linked together in a hybrid system to produce constantly the energy. So we can see that hybrid renewable energy system is an area that interests researchers, and as a result, different aspects can be considered to optimize this system. We can start by having a system that is optimal in terms of sizing. So we have different sources. We need that need to be complementary, and we need to know how much we can, so the size of each source and the collaboration of each source in this hybrid system. The second point is we need to extract the maximum power point from each source of this renewable energy of these renewable sources to put them together to empower a specific load. And finally, we have the energy management system, which we suppose that this is the main system or the main aspect that we need to invest in, because we need to take advantage of the optimal sizing and also the maximum power point that we sized at first. So for our case, we suppose a PV wind battery system with the presence of electrical vehicle as an electric transport mean, supplying alternatively household with utility grid presence also. And this solution aims to promote the use of renewable energy for electricity production, the optimization of the energy made available for American household. So we take as a case study American household by using HRES, that stands for Hybrid Renewable Energy Systems. And this solution also promote the electrical vehicle use for urban mobility. What we have in left, it's the actors of the system, and in right we have the architecture of the hybrid system based on we collaborate or we connect all together with a DC bus, and each source is connected with a switches. We go from S1 to S7, and these switches will help us to manage easily the turn on and turn off of the actor of the systems. So we pass now to the energy source management specifically, and also the management of energy. So in this one, we interest to manage the storage system made available to the household. For that, we need to identify very clearly our electrical loads that demand the energy inside the house. As a result, so we divide these smart home loads into categories. The first one is the non-controllable loads that stand for the loads that influence directly the consumer comfort, and the controllable loads that we could be managed to ensure a demand side energy management. This type is divided in two categories, namely reducible loads that stands for the loads that we can reduce easily. We can reduce their power to meet the available power production, and also the shiftable loads, the loads that could be turned on and turned off to meet the available energy produced by the hybrid system. And these shiftable loads are divided into interruptible loads and non-interruptible loads. This management of the energy production and also the loads installed inside the house is made by three algorithms. We start by the first one, which is the source side energy management. Is divided into three cases. The first one, when just one source could cover the consumption inside the house. The second one is when the hybrid system is not able to ensure the energy demanded by the charge consumption, which means like the PV and the wind both together could not meet the demand of the loads installed inside the house. And the third system, it's when this hybrid system, both of them, like PV and wind, can produce electricity, but there is a surplus. So what we do with this surplus? The second one, algorithms, which is the storage energy management algorithm. It's divided into four scenarios. So the first one is when the system is during the charge mode study, which means home to vehicle. So the home will store the energy coming from the hybrid system to the vehicle. The second one, it's the discharging mode, or the vehicle to home study from the vehicle, which means from the vehicle we will take back the energy to empower the loads inside the house. The third case is when the system is during a surplus inject mode, which means we, like the hybrid system, satisfy the energy inside the home and also give the energy to the near grid. And the fourth one is the system during a battery restore power. So we will take energy from the battery and not the grid and not the electric vehicle. The third system, or the third algorithms, is the internal, and it's the internal home loads scheduling. So in this algorithm, we take into account the categorization that I presented before. So the system is divided into 3 steps. The first one, it begins by shifting the interruptible loads. So shifting the interruptible loads, the loads that are shiftable, which means turn on and turn off easily to meet the available electricity from the hybrid system, and are interruptible, so they are not passing by cycles to consume energy. The second step, and when the system decrease the reducible loads to meet this demand, and after that the system starts when the hybrid system by shifting the interruptible loads, and also after decreasing the loads that are reducible, the system starts by shifting non-interruptible loads under specific conditions, as I said. So there is a specific time to turn on or turn off, or let this non-interruptible loads empowered. So for the findings and discussion, we turn these three we put all these algorithms together on an effective management system. So once the uncertain nature data, the temperature, the wind speed, and also irradiation are generated by Terences. It's a software. And the algorithm follows some technical steps to achieve the simulation. So here we have 4 days representing the 4 seasons of the year. So the system measures whenever it's actual or predictive consumption with a horizon step of less than 1 hour. Then, based on mathematical modeling, the system estimates the production of each source according to the horizon. After that, the system starts the production consumption matching comparison, as I presented in the first algorithm. And once the energy state of the system is defined, the physical state of the connectors changes from 0 to 1, and this stands for the switches, the switches that I presented in first our our renewable and electric vehicle system hybridization and architecture. In fact, the following the slides, we can say that the interaction of each source with the hybrid architecture, we deduce that the battery is charged in the morning by the sunrise, and this energy is the first energy recovered at night when there is neither irradiation and nor the wind speed. Otherwise, the surplus of energy, it's not lost but injected near to the grid, and energy could be restored during the it's just like restored. So that's why I surplus energy. So the energy near to the grid restored at night, and then the battery it's at minimum state of charge. So this means we don't have the potential, the hyper potential, and also there is no the battery it's at its minimum state of charge. That was with the long first algorithm. For the second algorithm, the simulation the source and the demand side management. For that, we noted a reduction in the energy recovered from the grid, which is because our system, before consuming energy from the grid, it launched the scheduling algorithms to satisfy only its critical loads during energy deficits, and this due to the categorization of the load of the loads inside the house. So in this simulation, we took into account the contribution of electric vehicles. So we noticed that with the presence of the electric vehicle, the system could satisfy the demand on the critical loads by the surplus energy stored in the batteries. So that system will consume energy just to satisfy the critical loads and during the absence and after electric vehicle and local battery recovery. The presence of vehicle to home and home to interaction reduce as much as possible consumption from the grid or the negative interaction with the grid. So as conclusion, we can summarize our work under this diagram. In fact, based on a developed architecture, using a PV wind battery connected to the grid and electric vehicle, a 3-sided energy management was investigated. In fact, by occurrences, meteorological data was deduced, then using a MATLAB simulation we got a result that showed that the collaboration of electric vehicle and the demand side management helped to reduce the energy consumed from the grid during energy deficit. And as future works, we will investigate the influence of the vehicle mobility during the day on the system, as well as the initial energy while the first plugin of the residential charging station in our system. Thank you for your attention, and I'm open to answer your questions. Thank you.
Thank you, presenter. Thank you so much for your presentation. So you have any questions?
No, I don't have any question. Ma'am, this was a great presentation. It was quite detailed. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
We have our previous presenter. Dear presenter, are you ready with your presentation? Okay. Yeah.
Do you see my presentation? Thank you.
Yes,
Oh,
yes. Your screen is
oh,
visible. You may please start with your presentation.
you see my presentation? Or
Yes.
not yet? Okay.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to be here today. I'm happy to be here today to share our work on integrity integration, artificial intelligence with balance scorecard to improve organizational resilience. Our objectives are to understand how AI and balance scorecard can improve crisis management and resilience. First, I will introduce the topics and explain how AI and balance scorecard can improve crisis management and resilience. First, I will introduce the topics and explain how AI and BC can help management crises. Then, I will go over the main goals of this presentation. We will see how AI improves decision-making and how the balance scorecard supports resilience. After that, I will explain how both tools work together for a better crisis response. Finally, I will share some case recommendations. Let's begin. AI helps organizations make fast data-driven decisions in crisis. The balance scorecard can provide a clear structure and confirm stability and performance. Together, they fortify crisis response and make organization more resilient. The balance scorecard can provide a controlled method to improve performance and resilience across many organizational fields in real-time data analysis and automated alert systems. AI improves crisis response by predictive analytics, anticipating disruption to prevent some problems. AI can improve situations development, simulating crises to prepare better and early response with our system alert. AI drive innovation by automatization with management repetitive tasks, allowing teams to focus on strategy. With automatization, finding successes and making process more effectivity. And with innovation, identifying new opportunities and generating creative solutions. AI support balance scorecard in 4 perspectives: financial perspective, predicting risks and opportunities, financial customer perspective, improving appointment strategies, internal process, reform some operations, and the last one, learn and grow perspective, supporting employees and development. AI improves planning and risk management by simulating future situation or anticipating some scenarios, finding risks early, and providing data-driven decisions. AI helps organizations adapt to global crises by analyzing global trends, simulating potential disruption, and offering real-time styling change. AI helps build resilience by continuous monitoring with detecting problems early, adaptive response, quickly identifying trends and making speed adjustments, and with performance optimization, improving some skills. For successful the AI with BC, Balance Scorecard, integration, organization must align their strategies, process, and some goals with technology, selecting the right AI tools with process, integrating artificial intelligence into existing workflows, and the last one with people, training employees to use AI effectively. Comparing AI versus traditional methods, successful AI and balance scorecard implementation involves selecting the right technologies, position, processes, and training people to adopt a data-driven mindset for the best results. AI and balance scorecard helps organization management crisis successfully, use data to guide decision, encourage constant process and progress. To finish, comparing AI with balance scorecard improves resilience and advances digital information, preparing our organization for lasting success with artificial intelligence, improved performance, proactive risk management, and digital information. A special thanks to you, my research team, for their collaboration, healthcare professionals for their insights, my colleagues and audience for their support. A special thanks to Centro Hospitalar Vila Nova de Gaia Espinho for access to data, and thank you, all of you. I'm ask for your questions if you want.
Yeah, thank you so much for your presentation. Sir, you have any
No,
questions?
Aarti, I don't have any questions right now. Arti, you are mute, I think. You are mute.
Oh, thank you. Sorry. So this brings us to the end of our presentation. I would request our session chair to, if you could share some insights and feedback to all our presenters and participants.
Good evening, everyone. This is Devra Chatterjee. I'm a faculty of Techno International Newtown. The first and the foremost thing, I will give a thanks to Arti and Part for hosting this session. And secondly, I'd like to express our heartfelt gratitude to each of the candidates, esteemed participants who are there for making this event a resounding success. Your active engagement, insightful contributions, and engagement for the different type of presentations that you have given are very good and quite knowledgeable. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you for your valuable words.
Thank you.
So I sincerely thank our authors for their excellent presentations and contributions in this session, and all our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough. We, on the behalf of the whole team, would like to thank you for the support during the 10th version and all the previous 9 versions of the conference. We'd be really happy to have you all in the 11th version as well in 2026. All the presenters would be getting their digital certificates through email within 2 working days. Further, all the papers have already been forwarded to Springer. The publication will be live within 6 months. Kindly cooperate with the team of ICICT 2025. I also thank our session chair for chairing the session, Professor Debraj Chatterjee, for chairing the session. A token of appreciation to the chair on behalf of Team ICICT 2025 and Global Knowledge Research Foundation and partners. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable presence. Thank you for all the participants. I kindly request you all to please switch on your cameras so that we can have a quick snapshot of this virtual conference. Thank you. Thank you all. Stay safe and take care. Bye.